Welcome back to the channel, guys. Today we are talking about being enough. Being enough. And the reason this came to my mind was because, well, first of all, if you're new to the channel, please subscribe. If you've already subscribed, thank you so much. Leave a comment below if anything that we talk about today touches your heart. Like this video and share this video with anybody that you feel needs to see this, or you think about them when you see this video. Now, the reason today's video is talking about being more than enough, or being enough in general. Being enough. Let's start there. Being enough. I think one thing that a lot of us in our 20s do is, as hard as it is, as much as we try to not do it, is we look around us. It's always, I feel like a race, right? If you're running a race, the last thing you do in a race is look to your right or left, because I don't know, it's like a psychological thing. I don't know if it slows you down per se, but it just, you feel different when you look, when you're comparing where you're going to somebody else. And I know the analogy of a race makes it seem like, oh, we have to get there at a certain point. But think of it as a race where there's no times. There's no times. There's just an end point. You're just running to the end. It doesn't matter how long it takes you to get there. As long as you finish, you're good. And I always think about this, especially in my life, right? I made a video about this several months ago about how I crossed 25, unmarried, with no kids, no house, average credit score, very mediocre 25-year-old, right? According to the world standards, right? But it took, the last 10 months have really showed me that it's okay to be where I am. It's okay to be how I am, right? As long as I'm progressing and doing what God wants me to do, I'm on the right track. And this video is for me to a lot of people, or also myself sometimes, because sometimes I do get carried away. Sometimes I do look and see things and I'm like, man, that should have been me. That I should be there. I should be doing that. But the essence of this video is I want people to realize that as long as you're progressing, you are enough. You might not have the money that X has. You might not have the spouse yet. You might not have the child yet. You might not have the house yet. You might not have the job yet. You might not have the career yet. You might not have what you want, what you thought you would have at this point in your life yet. But we can't all have everything we wanted by 25, right? We can't all, if we all had everything we needed by 25, then it wouldn't, I don't know, it wouldn't feel like we were going anywhere, if that makes sense. It would feel, if everybody was at the same point in all our lives, it just wouldn't work. Life wouldn't be life. At least that's how I see it. There has to be some differences. There has to be some ebbs and flows in everybody's life. And I say this because when I turned 28 last month, it was the first time I really thought to myself, man, I'm pushing 30. Like, I'm actually pushing 30. And a lot of things I wanted to do by 25, I haven't done it yet. And now I'm thinking, all the things I want to do by 30, I'm probably not going to do them. But that's okay. Look at this horse. Wow, that's cool. All the things I wanted to do by 30, I'm probably not going to do them either. But it's okay. It's okay. Why? For several reasons. One, I can't change the past. I can't go back and change. I can't go back and change how everything happened for me. Right? Maybe this is what God wanted me to do. This is how God wanted the progression of my life to be. And maybe for you, you're thinking to yourself, every time you see somebody post that new car, or post an engagement, or post their child, or post that just bought a house, you just think to yourself, man, is this really my life? Is this really where I'm supposed to be at this stage in my life? Maybe. And so what? Thinking about it's not going to change anything. Worrying about it is not going to change anything. Comparing yourself is not going to change anything. So you might as well just, for lack of better terms, suck it up. I'm speaking to myself when I say that as well. Suck it up. Keep progressing. Whatever it is that God wants from us, in the time that he wants from us to in the time that he wants us to do it in, we'll do it, and we'll get there, and we'll be just fine. I always thought to myself, you know, I want 4 kids, and I want a wife, you know, around 27, 28. I want I want to get married, and I want to have all my kids probably by like 36, right? Listen, I might still have 4 kids, and I might still have them by 36. Who knows? Maybe my wife wants to pop them out, bang, 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 year by year by year. Who knows? That might still happen, but it hasn't happened yet, and it's okay. I've come to peace with a lot of things that have happened in my life, because I've realized I need to stop forcing or stop rushing or stop trying to make things happen at my own pace. I need to stop comparing where I am to my colleagues or my peers and the trajectory of their life, because everybody's story is different. Everybody has a different background. We didn't all start at the same starting point, right? Some of our parents started richer than other people's parents. Some of our parents were younger when they had us, so they had more time, more energy to give to us. Everybody's story is different, right? There's always a backstory to everybody, and I can't compare myself to X, Y, and Z because X, Y, and Z didn't have the same life that I had. However, I can compare myself to who I was 5 years ago. I can compare myself to who I want to be 5 years from now, right? That's all I can focus on. I'm running my own race at my own time. As long as I get to the end, I get to the end, and I'll be happy with that. I'll be pleased with that. And I want God to be pleased with me at the end of the story. So that's what today's video is about. You're enough. What you're doing right now is enough. As long as you're progressing, as long as you're moving forward, as long as you're getting better every day, what you're doing is enough. Don't let anybody tell you that you should have done it at this time, at this pace, with this person, at whatever. Did I just see thunder? All right, guys, that's my sign to wrap this video up. Thank you guys for watching this video. If you got to the end, I appreciate you. Subscribe to the channel, like this video, leave a comment below, share this video, and I will see you guys on the next one. God bless you. Have a blessed day. Love you all. Bye.